Open your eyes. The 4 stanzas are very deep. And if you're working for Shopify, that's not the journey you're going to be going to find out your inner self right now. We're starting a whole different journey now. And we're spending time on our computers. We're definitely not spending time reading the scriptures and trying to understand them. They're very deep, the 4 lines, the 4 stanzas. I'm going to give you 4 tips for both of you. With each time you're going to walk around, I want you to meditate on these tips. They're tips that my parents, her parents, people like, wise people like you we meet at weddings, they give me small little nuske, we call them, little ideas that might help you. First thing I want you to remember is to live a life of gratitude. Gratitude. Have an attitude of gratitude. What does gratitude mean? We forget how to say thank you. Kevali thodi kalveli ne karwali ne itni soni roti banai hondi hai fatafat roti la le. She spent the whole day making dal and making beautiful meal for you. Want to eat it, dabadab kha ke, and you go to sleep. You don't have a time to say thank you. Thank you for taking the whole day and making us a nice meal. Gratitude. There's a lovely line. I was traveling through Canada last week and I was camping. And I stopped off in these Encore rest areas where they have the Tim Hortons and the Canadian Tire and all that. And there was a quote in one of the washrooms of all places. And it said, before you want something, remember what you already have. Before you want something new, remember what you already have. चंगी भली गड्डी होती है घर च, बड़ी सोहनी चलती है. 20 साल, 30 साल की गड्डी तुसी, you have this car for a long time. Now all of a sudden you say, I want to get the new model. I want to upgrade. I want to get something fancy. The other car is giving you support 30 years, 40 years. And you go buy this something new because you think it's going to make you happier. And that new car is now running on all these electronics and digital stuff, and it costs you 3 or 4 times much to repair every time, just to go in for servicing. The old basanti jehdi chaldi si, ki badi soni chaldi si, and you got rid of it. Anything in life, before you jump into the second thing you want, remember what you already have. Is it giving you satisfaction? Having more. Buffet jayega na. सवेरे तक कोई आता है तो ब्रेकफास्ट नहीं खाता, टिम होटल जाके कॉफी का कप के डोनट मिले आते आगे तो प्लेट है थपियां गया एटी थालियां भर के जिदा के कदे रोटी नहीं खाती होती कल. Before you eat, just remember what you already have. Are you really hungry? Are you really wanting to put all that inside you? That has to go through you. And the poor liver, and the poor pancreas, and the poor kidneys, and the poor heart, and the poor blood pressure. All that stuff has to work through you. Less is more. Less is more. That's one of the attitudes you can take in life. Less is more. Before you go buy anything new, when you go back, when your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your new lover comes to you and says, oh, I'd be so happy if you get me that, you know. वो एक चीज तुस ले आओगे फिर 2 दिन बाद उन्हें कहते हैं even happy नवा सूट आ रहा है उन्हें तो ब्याह पे भी जाना है वो कहते happy तो होना ही नहीं होता तुस थोड़ा खर्चा निकली जाना है और happiness होगी. So the whole idea is just to remember, have an attitude of gratitude. First thing, remember that, Heather? Thank you for everything you guys both have been put together. Before you want, remember what you have. Are you guys ready to walk around nice and slow? Okay, here we go. Nice and easy. Bow down and nice. Madhuraya, Balaram Jiyo, Balaram Jiyo. Smile at him. That's what I like. Kevadi vyakta dida munta doske taj geda mariyata. Akana pore ramna jao. That's very nice. A little faster than yesterday. We had a rehearsal yesterday. He spent like 3 minutes going around. Nice and easy. Let's put your hands over your heart for Lam number 2 translation. Just listen to what the translation of the Guru's body has for us. First is the attitude of gratitude. Be in gratitude. आप कहते थे फोन बजा नहीं, definitely उन्होंने Wi-Fi लेती है. Make sure your phones are on silent, please. I forgot to mention that. The second thing you guys both want, Sumit and Heather, as much as you'll be a pair, from today on, I also want you to remember you will be independent. Independent. If you look at the word independent, it has 2 parts. Ek hunda dependent, the pehla aata in. That means you are no longer dependent on each other. Independent means someone who can do their thing themselves. ताड़ी मारी दी है ना, एक हाथ ना कोई आवाज नहीं मारी, जितने मर्जी कर लेगा, ताड़ी मारनी है 2 हाथ चाहिए. To clap. When 2 independent people meet each other, there's going to be some attack. Has to be. Because this is the rule of nature. Every time you buy a battery and you put it in your flashlight, you got to turn one positive and negative, and then you turn them upside down and you place it for the flashlight to work. You can't put 2 positives together. Nothing is going to happen. You're going to be independent. Now, this guy is already a rebel. We know. Most Punjabi guys cannot walk along with long hair. That's a taboo. I know all the things people say. ਜਾਂ ਪੱਗ ਬੰਨ ਲੈ ਜਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਵਾਲ ਕੱਟ ਲੈ। ਸਟੈਂਡਰਡ ਮਨ ਦੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਨਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਦੇ ਮਨ ਦੀਆਂ ਸੇਮ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ, ਗੋਰੇ ਹੋਏ, ਕਾਲੇ ਹੋਏ, ਪੀਲੇ ਹੋਏ, it doesn't matter, we all think the same, we all say the same things in our head. You can be a doctor, you can be a person picking up garbage, you still think the same thing and you want the same things. Be independent, don't lose yourself. I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you, Heather, to choose him. We know the clash you will go through. It's a given, but you got to remember, Petrus, Greeks. Where are they from? Ukrainian. I thought they were Greek because a lot of people here from Punjab, they have blood from Europe. They don't want to admit it, but Alexander the Great came all the way through the Khyber Pass and went all the way in India, and he left a lot of his seed behind there. When you go see Kashmiri women with green, blue, blonde hair, blue eyes, where do you think that all came from? Not from South India. Definitely not from South India. We are a mixture of people. We are all one, because every time you cut someone, you take them to a lab with blood work, either A or O or B type, there's no other types of blood. They're all red inside. Like it or not, we are full of energy and love. So remember, both of you, be yourselves. Don't lose yourselves. Come together as a team, but at the same time, don't lose your individuality. If you disagree consciously. Don't hold a grudge. If you don't like something that happened, then voice your opinion, voice each other's opinion, and then finish with that attitude of gratitude by saying, thank you for sharing that with me. Because once you start going on this journey, it's not the same as everyone thinks. Marriage is not a daily honeymoon. Believe me, it's work. It's communication, it's talk, it's conversation, it's stuff that you have to get it out of your system and figure out where the other person is growing. Because then you'll find out all the things you thought you knew were all wrong. And now you realize I have no idea what's going on. I have not the slightest clue. The person